What is the PT life cycle? And we discussed the POC, proof of concept, and non-functional requirements, right? What is the proof of concept?
First, we have to understand the business flow of the application and which tool we are going to be used, and
Yeah.
which
Protocol. Yeah.
which protocols we have to be used, which
Okay.
tools we have to use. We have to update with the minimal virtual users.
Yeah, we can
execute,
record
and we have
the
to,
simple business scenario, and we can
send
execute with the
this
minimal
report to the
users
client.
and report to the client. Okay. So, okay, that is the POC. So after that, if you done for that execution, we'll send that results to our client. Then you should understand which tool is supposed to buy, which protocol is supposed to buy, and how many hours to finish this project. You can understand for that. Okay. So that is the POC. So, and after that, non-functional requirements. Chandra, what are the non-functional requirements?
Non-functional requirements.
Yeah. NFR.
Yeah, non-functional requirements would be like load kind of testing will be there.
Okay.
Like how many users are going to at a time, how many users are going to use the application load, and then stress.
Okay. What about Srija? What are non-functional requirements? Srija? Srija, are you there?
Jai Shri Kiran.
Yeah, Jayasri, right? Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. Jayasri. Okay, sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Yep.
Jayasri, what are the non-functional requirements?
Non-functional.
Yes.
We're supposed to perform in terms of availability.
What are the non-functional requirements? I'm asking about non-functional requirements.
CBTs, peak hours, half peak hours. What I think so.
Yes. Yes, peak hours, off-peak hours, critical business transactions, load distributions. Okay, apart from this, OS level 3 should statistics like CPU utilization, memory utilization, heap utilization. So this all from we need to gather from the client, right?
Yeah.
So client will be he will provide for this all details. Maybe client sometimes will be client also don't know. Then we can divide as a 3 cases. What are the cases, Anusha?
If client doesn't know the application, it means that application is production, or application is not in production, or if he doesn't have any competitor, or it is not in
no
production.
competitor. There is no competitor. So we discussed for up to that only we discussed, right? And going to the like how many components in load runner, Jayasri?
5 components. Sorry.
Yeah. Fusion, controller, analyzer, load generator, agent process.
Could you please explain for one line answers?
Excuse me.
Yeah. What is the vision? What is the controller? Please explain.
It will be allowed to record.
And it will generate the script statement. That is the vision. Okay. Then controller.
Yes. Controller. It can be design the scenarios and execute the
Multiple
test
users.
with the users.
Okay. Analyzer.
Analyzer finding
Yes, analyze the results to find out the any issues or bottlenecks. In our terminology, we can call it as a bottlenecks. Okay, this
Yeah.
terminology is also very important. Okay, when you are explaining, right, we can issues and bugs, defects we don't call here. If it is our performance side is analysis part, we are analyzing, we are finding any issues, nothing but it's a bottleneck. We can call it as a bottleneck. So what is the load generator,
Okay.
Anusha?
Load generator generates the load against the application.
Yes. Okay, Chandra, what is the agent process?
Agent process.
Yes. It is establish the connection between load controller to load generator.
Load generator.
So we are seen right in what is that? We are seen for the load and architecture, right? At that time we seen right. You can observe here. See, everyone able to see, right? See, the controller to load generator, how the connection is going means through AP. AP nothing but agent process. So means the connection, how it is going for the controller to load generator means through agent process is going. Okay, that is the load generator. So it's clear, right, everyone, up to that? And one more two things will be there, right? Which purpose we can use for the start and end transaction?
To calculate the response.
Yes, to calculate the particular transaction response time point of view, we can use for the LR start transaction, LR end
And it,
transaction. So, okay, good. Okay, then we can start for the class. So, in non-functional requirements, if client to know, then he will provide for the our critical business transactions and what are the peak hours, what are the off peak hours, what is the average response time of each and every transaction, and load distributions and OS level threshold statistics like CPU, memory, heap utilization. So everything will be client will provide. So you can provide, we don't have any work, and that is a good to close. But sometimes what will happen is that is a very brand new project actually. So in this case, we can divide as a three cases. One is for client doesn't know application, but application is production. And second case, client doesn't know application, but application not in production. And third case, client doesn't know application, but application not in production, no computer. Means first thing, client will be don't know for application point of view, and application is production. Production nothing but it is application will be live, means already as a user using for that application. So if it is already using, then how to we can identify the non-functional requirements means using for the production logs or site analytical tool, we need to identify the our non-functional requirements. Like how to we can identify the production logs means, for example, we have the Facebook application assume. So that application is already as a user we are using, but client will be don't know for that non-functional requirements. Then he asked to gather the non-functional requirements for us only. Then what we need to do? We need take for the historical data of that Facebook, and we need to analyze the in the historical data what will be there means the particular URLs will be there, like login, sign in scenario, and upload video, download video. We have the URLs will be there, right? There we can see the upload, download video, it will be there. So in this historical data, we can take for the 6 to 9 months or 1 year data we can take, and we need to identify the what are the critical business scenarios or application. Like if sign is there for the in the 6 months historical data, you are observed that more than 1,000 will be there. Then we can consider as this is the our critical business scenario. And SM2, you need to identify the same like that. Upload video, download video, charting, and we have the different scenarios will be there. So each and every scenario like that, we need to analyze that. Okay, this is the one CBT, this is one more CBT. So you need to gather the CBT. Again, then going to the peak hours, sub peak hours. In the same historical data, we have the timelines and everything will be there. So you are observed that some evening 5 to 9 or 10 o'clock will be, users will be accessing this application number of times, because you are able to see that in particular these timings, everyone is coming to the login, everyone, you are seeing for the multiple times for this URLs. Then means what will happen? Those hours you are considered as a peak hours. And after that, off-peak hours, morning hours also, you are observed that the historical data, when you are seeing, right, morning 6 to 9 o'clock or 10, 11, you are observing. For there, you are seeing for the very less number of users accessing for that application. So those hours you are considered as a peak hours. So means you need to identify the historical data using the production log or site analytical tool. We have some site analytical tools also will be there. Using that, you need to identify our non-functional requirements. Is clear first point, everyone? So going to the next point, client doesn't know application not in production, means now is there no one user also using. If it is user using, then we can take for the historical data and we need to identify. But now no one using, but application is not in production also, how to we can identify them? Means we can identify the using as a competitor. For example, your project will be like ICICI Bank, but you know for the HDFC Bank, because this is the HDFC Bank, this is ICICI Bank, most of the transaction will be same. So your ICICI Bank, who is the competitor, means some HDFC Bank. So using that competitor, you need to identify our scenarios. What are our critical business transactions? What is the peak hours? What is the off-peak hours? And what is the load distributions? And everything we need to identify using for that as a competitor. Competitor nothing but, so for example, you are doing for the Facebook. So it's a related application like Twitter. Okay, so means you need to take for the one competitor. Using that, you need to identify our non-functional requirements. That is the second case. And going to the third case, client doesn't know application, but application not in production and no competitor. So means this time we don't have competitor also. We have the some X project will be there, but we don't have any competitor. Okay, then how to we identify our non-functional requirements? Means what we need to do means, actually their application will be like core business to we need to convert for the online business. As a traditional business we need to convert. How to you can convert their traditional business to as a online business? Means you need to directly ask to the customer how many users are directly coming users. Then they told as a every day they are coming from the 3 lakh users, they told. Okay, daily core business nothing but daily direct users. Daily how many they are coming from the as a core business, they told as a 3 lakhs. Okay, for this, in this you have the already application will be there. For this application, how many are registered users? We need to ask for them, registered users. Then they told as a registered users will be in the out of 3 lakhs, 10% users are registered users. In the 3 lakhs, 3 lakh users, in 10% means how much? 30,000, right?
Yeah, 30,000.
30,000 means in your application is using for the, we are identifying, okay, daily core business means directly coming. For example, one restaurant, Zoom, one restaurant. That restaurant actually we don't have any competitor also. So, but we need to identify the non-functional requirements. Then what we need to do means we can directly go to the restaurant as a customer. So we need to ask from the how many are core business, means directly coming and directly eating, directly doing, how many they are coming. They told as a 3 lakh users. For this, in this registered users, how many? In 3 lakh users, 10% of the you registered users. Then 3 lakhs is the 10% means 30,000. And after that, how many users are daily users? daily users. So in the 30,000, he told again 30,000 and 10% user will be daily registered users, and daily they are registering and ordering for the some different product, whatever may be. Okay, so daily means in 30,000 means how much total will be 3,000 users ordering for 3,000. Like so means you need to identify the like this. We need to these things. So mostly we can't do for this kind of things every time. Very brand new project, then we can do for this kind of things. In my out of 8 years career, I didn't done any PO anything for here. But as the interview, right, definitely they will ask, because client will provide, that is fine. Then client is not provided, then what is your approach? Then you need to explain for the how I explain, right? Same thing you need to explain. Okay, so in that daily users, in that regular users, in that 10%, 30 users will be come. Means every day regularly ordering the users will be 30,000. Per here, you need to identify your critical business scenarios. So user count will be, you got it. That is fine. That is fine. Then you need to identify the critical business transaction. So your observed daily users order will be 3,000. In 3,000, you need to ask maximum which type of orders they are doing. Like for example, restaurant, they are mostly CBA, nothing but chicken biryani ordering mostly people. And after that, mutton biryani and veg biryani. Means this is the your CBT. What are we need to ask for them, we need to get for the information, like what are our critical business, what is the critical business transaction scenarios, like peak hours or peak hours. So they told us like afternoon 1 to 2 o'clock, and evening like 7 8 to 10. What is the hour off peak hours? Then he will told us okay, 7 to 8 evening, and 12 to 1 is the off peak hours. So means in this step, you need to gather for the everything from, we need to ask for the client, and we need to client nothing but as a customer. You need to ask and you need to gather from the non-functional requirements like this. So it's clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So next will be we have the non-functional requirements we got, right? Next will be we need to prepare for the test plan. And fourth step will be test data and workload model preparation. And next, fifth step will be scripting. Scripting nothing but script recording and enhancements, whatever maybe it will come. And next, design. And seventh step will be execution. And next step will be after execution, what we can do? Results analysis. Report and recommendation. And 10th step will be you have the any risk and mitigations. So this is the our entire performance testing life cycle. So maybe everything is client provided, no need to do for these steps. Then directly you have the non-functional documents, everything. Then what is we can do? We can go with the test plan. Test plan. What is the test plan? Nothing but it is a roadmap. For example, we are planning to go to the somewhere. Okay, means before only we need to plan. Like okay, I need to book the flight or train. and this is the timings, my preference timings. And after that, I want to book the cab, and for morning, I want to go to this place, and evening I want to come this place, and night to stay out. So means you need to planning. So same thing you want to do for the performance testing means you need to plan as a test plan. So in the test plan, what is the test plan? What are the contents? Nothing but what is the your like test plan contains what is the object, what is the scope, what is kinds of testing you need to do, what is the entry criteria, what is the exit criteria, what kind of testings we need to perform, and what is the test deliverable times, and what are the each and every CPU memory utilization, like configuration details. We can call it as a configuration details. What are the configuration details? And what is the test deliverables? Nothing but when we can start our scripting. After script is completed, when we start for the execution, and when we start for the final execution, when we can sign off nothing but after complete for the all the execution, once we are meeting for our SLA, then we need to finally sign up for project. Then only that project is going to the live. So these all things we need to mention for the test plan. So miss, we need to plan. Okay, first, what is the object? What is the scope? Nothing but what are the scenarios you have? Like for example, it's a flight booking application only. We have the two scenarios with there. One is the flight booking, one is the cancel ticket booking is there. So means these two scenarios we need to do. So you need to mention for that object, like we need to do for the flight booking web tour application. We can ticket booking and cancel ticket. And after that, what is the entry criteria? Entry criteria nothing but all prerequisites are satisfied or not, you need to check. All prerequisites nothing but your tool is good or not, like load runner, and protocol supporting is correct or not. And environment nothing but it is we have the everyone has a performance testing, we have that separate environment, like performance environment, perf environment will be there. The perf environment also good or not. So means all prerequisites are satisfied or not, you need to check. That is the entry criteria. After that, entry criteria is completed, exit criteria. Exit criteria nothing but all derived statistics we are meeting or not. Derived statistics nothing but each and every transaction we are meeting our SLA or not, we need to identify. That is the exit criteria. Entry criteria, exit criteria. And after that, types of testings, like we can do for the load testing, stress testing, or endurance testing. You need to mention for the what kind of testings you are performing for this release. And after that, test deliverable times, like script execution, we are starting from the tomorrow, 31st to 5 days. And after that, executions, we are performing for the 2 days, like, and this is the final execution, and sign off date is the final will be February 5th. So means we need to mention for the that things in the test deliverable times. And after that, we need to mention for the like configuration details, like what how many CPs we are using, what is the memory, and everything you need to mention for that document. And after that, final thing you have to the any risk and mitigations. In this, you have any risk. Maybe you want to do for the this testing, you need finish for this many days means you need for the resource also. So you have the resource also. If it is not there, that is also one of the risk and mitigations. Maybe you don't have configuration details, you need to ask for the some configuration details, you need to gather the details, that is also risk and mitigation. So this is the test plan. So test plan contains what is the our object, what is the our scope, and what is the our entry criteria, what is the exit criteria, what kind of testing we need to do, what are the test deliverable times, and what is the configuration details and risk and mitigations. So these all things we need to mention for the test plan. So first, once you went for the office, right? So they are giving for the you need to start for the scripting, this all things. Before that, you need to prepare the test plan. Actually, Some companies will be follow this process, test plan they will prepare. Some companies without that also, what are the scenarios will be there, directly they are going and they do for the scripting. Okay, that is the test plan. And next will be test data and workload model. Test data nothing but, for example, you are doing for the login. Okay, we are doing for the login. Like for example, you can go to the application, this application only, you are going to login. As a performance testing, what the main aim, we need to execute with the multiple users. Means only single user you want to execute for the many times. That is correct scenario?
No.
No, right? So as a real time, how it is happening? We are four are there. Everyone has a different credential for the Facebook. So means same realistic environment, how going, and we also do for the same execution, that is fine. So means you need for the some test data, means multiple you are doing for the 100 user test, means 100 username, 100 password you need. So the test data we only prepare. Maybe the already existing project, already they have, just you need to keep in the script, that's fine. Maybe you don't have, then you need to prepare the script. Like you can observe here, sign up now will be there. If you click this and you need to create for the user data. So single user you can create, means you can do like this. Maybe you want to create for the 100 users. So manually it is a very effort, right? So that is why we can do for the different ways, like using for the, we have the DB database will be there. You can pull the data username password from the DB. Maybe DB also you don't have data, then you need to, like how to you recording, right? This scenario, same scenario you need to record and execute with the multiple times. Then you will generate for the test data. That data you can use for the number of user point of view. So that is the test data. It's clear?
If we want to execute with 10,000 people also, we have to create like that.
Yes, yes. You want to creating for the 10,000 or 20,000, how many, right? We need to prepare data. That is also our job only. But it is already existing, will be there. Then you can just, for example, DB is there. Okay. In the DB, you have already username, password will be there. Just you can pull them. There you need to copy them and you can keep in your script.
Okay. You have said for example, Amazon application, we do test with the 1 lakh people, right? So for the
Yes.
1 lakh people, we do with the same.
Yes, yes, yeah. 1 lakh with people with different unique data, like username, password will be different. If it is not there, you need to prepare. Using for the our script also we can prepare. I will explain for the, in when we are coming to the scripting, right? At that time, how to we can prepare the test data also I will explain for this. Like using our scripting, like as a user, how to we can prepare the data.
So Kiran, as of now, we are using the username and password, right?
Yes.
Username would be Jojo and PIN, password would be PIN. So like we are like as of now we are having only one username and password.
Yes.
So like if we want to execute with multiple usernames,
Yes.
so
So
like
that data we can keep in the scripting. So we need to do for the some scripting enhancements. There we can do
okay,
for the scripting, like username place you need to keep for the 100 user, means we can keep the 100 data. In the notepad we can keep it and we can import. That will be, I will show. Okay, no worry.
okay, Kiran, yeah, okay.
Okay. So next part will be like workload model preparation. So workload model nothing but, so you are going to the testing, like execution means, before going execution means you need for the, based on for the workload model, you need to, what are the steps I can do, what are the things I can do, you need to everything will be, document will be there, directly you can design the scenario. So how it will be there, the document means I will show you. So you are preparing for the workload model. So workload model, how to we can prepare means, for example, what are the your scenarios? First thing will be we need mention for the scenario. Scenario is nothing. Scenarios, and after that user load, and after that transactions, and after that think time, pacing. So we have this type of thing. So going to the first scenario will be like flight booking is our scenario. One more I miss, SLA also. SLA nothing but service level agreement. Okay, SLA. So this is the first scenario. Transactions, right? Launch, login, click on flight, and after that find flight, payment, and log out. So these steps, SLA nothing but every it will be 2 seconds is SLA. In this year, one more thing, user load nothing but this test we want to execute 500 users. So and what kind of testings also you want means you can keep one more. Okay, okay, this is the load test assume, and stress test user load will be we can do for the 1000, and one more test, endurance test we can do for the 500 only, 8 hours duration. Okay, this is the one scenario. Next scenario, this scenario is completed. Next second scenario. So what is that scenario? Nothing but cancel ticket. So how many scenarios you have already? These all things we are gathering, right? Non-functional requirement point of view, user load, and what are the critical business transactions and transactions. Everything will be we know. And think time nothing but it's a delay between the action to action. Assume 10 seconds. I am giving. Okay, just roughly. And pacing I am giving for the pacing nothing but that is the delay between the iteration to iteration. So once we'll come to the scripting, that you will be know. So like this I prepare, right? Same way you need to prepare for the each and every scenario. So now you have this there directly. You can execution means what you can do, load test means you are going to the 500 user test. So you are designing to the 500 and stress test, and after that means this document will be there, execution will be very simple. Already you have all the things, then directly you are designing the scenario and execution you are doing. So this is the workload model document. It's clear everyone? Hello? So scripting, design, execution, result analysis, reporting, these all things we know. Scripting we can do, we use and design scenario controller, and results analysis we are doing for the analysis, and reporting recommendation that will be we are after execution is completed we need to give for the recommendations. So this is the our tomorrow onwards will start for the scripting. Anyone any doubts?
Oh, Kiran, while we are while doing the, like while we are recording, right? So